Flexport obviously it promised more efficient operations, better service, and it promises investors higher profits. Now, not all of those things were achieved, particularly the last one. What's your take on that part of your career? And do you think Flexport really did move the dial in terms of digitizing forwarding in a way that other forwarders haven't been able to? Because when I think of how I know Flexport, which is where we know each other from as well, as time went on, I was getting more press releases say about liveries on a plane or infrastructure or the footprint, and less on the platform and the technology side of it, which is where things started. So do you think, how do you reflect on that?
Yeah, there are a lot of questions there, Mike, and
Yeah, sorry,
I'm
I
gonna
just
do my
all
I'm
came
gonna
together.
I'm gonna do my best to give you a very, very honest answer. Um, I think that, Flexport had a very big vision, when it launched, in terms of, it wanted to be the operating system for global trade, right? I mean, think about Microsoft Office for global trade, right? That's what Flexport hoped to achieve. And you know what? For all accounts, it obviously didn't get all the way there. That was a grand vision. It was a noble vision, but getting there was going to require a lot of things to fall in place in the industry to just haven't done that. Here's what I will tell you is that Flexport has really revolutionized sort of the shipper freight forwarding experience. They have created a front end to the platform that shippers really appreciate, particularly smaller and mid-sized shippers who use Flexport as their TMS. These are shippers that can't afford big enterprise solutions like SAP or Oracle or things like that. And Flexport truly is their logistics TMS. And Flexport has achieved that vision. Now, clearly it has come at enormous costs. The development costs have been much more than maybe we had envisioned at the outset. Profitability has been somewhat elusive over the long term, even though profitability was really strong during the COVID years. Obviously, it's been elusive. What I'll tell you is that over the past 18 months, Flexport has done a lot of work to get this company back on track. The freight forwarding business is now solidly on track, right? It's doing extremely well. They're focused on customers that really value what Flexport is bringing to the table. And that's not every shipper. Yeah, that's what you have to learn too. It's not for everybody. And there are some shippers that just will never take advantage of the sort of information that Flexport is providing back to them. So I think, probably get a B plus, right, for achieving, that full vision. But I think that, they continue to move very, very hard in the right direction. And we'll see what the end of the story looks like. I'm not part of that anymore, so I sort of watch with a lot of interest as well, on a weekly basis. Now, when it comes to those liveries, Mike, I
That
love
might have
that
been
livery
you.
on the Flexport plane. That was mine. I designed that, so I take a lot of pride in that.